Okay, so for our last example, I'm not only going to go through this learning module over chemical spills and deciding whether the chemical spill is hazardous or containable, but I'm also going to point out everything that I've been going over in this presentation and seeing how this scenario-based module contains all those different elements. So it starts off immediately with a scenario situation. As you walk by the restroom, you see a housekeeping cart that has fallen over. There are supplies spread across the floor. Most of the lids stayed on. Near the cart, you notice a cloud forming. It is getting bigger. No labels are visible from where you are standing. So I already want to point out that this is immediately interactive because you have to choose something. In addition to that, it's realistic. It's something that could easily happen in a workplace. And you have to have previous knowledge of chemical spills to know whether it could be hazardous or not. You have to know what the cloud forming means. So I'm going to choose the wrong answer and say that it's not hazardous just to show it happens. So here it gives me feedback. Just because you can't see any labels, it isn't safe to assume that the spill isn't hazardous. What you should really catch your eye is that cloud forming over the cart. So it's wanting me to try again. Now I'm going to say that it is hazardous, and it will finally let me move on. So it's making me pick the correct decision, but also giving me feedback to both decisions to further inform me. Now determine if it's containable. I'm going to say that it's not containable because of the cloud. So that was the correct choice. It's giving me information, and it's going to let me move on. So this is definitely learner-centric because they're not only having to think about their previous knowledge, but they're going to improve their skills by going through all these different situations that could actually happen, which also plays into the applied learning strategies that they're having to use the skills to make these decisions. Now it's wanting me to place these in the correct order. So that goes to what we were just talking about, different types of learning modules. One of them was an ordering task. So I'm going to say call a code orange, call 911, call the safety officer, contact Cal OES. These steps will get the spill handled quickly and effectively to keep you safe. Good choice. So that's the order. That's not the order that I chose, but it did give me the correct answer. Alright, now there's going to be another chemical hazard, and it's going to ask me what I should do. You walk up to the front desk and notice there's a clear puddle on a stack of papers. As you look more closely, you notice that something has broken the Germstar hand sanitizer ball. The bag inside is burst, and the gel has made a puddle on a stack of papers on a wooden desk. So we need to figure out what to do. So now I'm given choices, and all of my choices will have consequences. So let's pick this one. Who would you like to call our page? We have more choices here, so this is more of a branch. Let's call the first one. A team of engineers rushes to the front desk with a spill kit, quickly followed by the safety officer. When you show them the problem, they clean it up quickly. They said, "We're happy to help, but a Germstar is actually safe enough for you to clean up without any special equipment. So you could do it yourself, or you could call environmental services to help you with it." So technically this choice still got the problem solved, but it's pointing out that the better choice would have been just to clean it up on my own. And I've already completed this learning module several times, so I've chosen that option before, and it also just lets you move on, and it tells you, great job, that's the best choice. So then it goes over a review of what happened in that situation. Now it has another situation where I have to choose all of the steps that I need to do about this water rushing out. A water hose entering the chemical barrel by the dishwasher is sputtering loudly. So let's say I try to turn off the water. It tells me that I can't do that and that it's not the best option. Pull the fire alarm. It also says that now I'm exposing all the other employees to the chemical flood, so that wasn't a good option. make a call or page someone. Let's call the safety officer. He says thank you for calling, and then I need to make other calls. Get the PPE. Let's put on gloves and safety glasses. So I'm just going to keep clicking through to show you that each one of these will have different consequences. And then finally, if you do it wrong enough times, it'll give you a hint, which tells me I need to call more people. So let's call a code orange. Let's call 911. Let's call Cal OES. And finally, I've done enough to move on. Although I got the right answer, it took me way too long to finish the situation, which they want me to be able to do efficiently, not only correctly, but it needs to be done fast. So it says try this scenario again and try not to take any unnecessary steps. So it's making me try again before I can move on. So I'm actually going to stop here